Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Starting with the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. My name is Malaika and I am from the Department of BS Chemistry. Today in my presentation, I am going to explain our experimental procedure, and that is how we can determine the diesel index of the given sample of diesel oil via aniline point test. Also, we will learn how to determine the octane number of the sample. So the basic requirements for this practical are the aniline point apparatus, thermometer, electric heating device, pipette, specific gravity bottle, weight box, and sample fuel. So first of all, we need to know that what is basically aniline point. So aniline point is the lowest temperature at which the sample is completely miscible with equal volume of aniline. Basically, hydrocarbons have the tendency to dissolve certain type of rubber, so low aromatic content is desired for the oil. Lighter the paraffin content, higher is the aniline point. At the same time, minimum is the knocking or in the diesel fuel. So what is diesel index? Diesel index is indication of ignition quality of diesel fuel. Although it is of same order of the Cetan number, but it may differ widely from it and should therefore be accepted. The diesel index is useful for controlling ignition temperature. It is calculated from the aniline point of the diesel oil and specific gravity of the diesel fuel at 60 Fahrenheit temperature. Now, first of all, in the procedure, we'll learn that how we can determine the or find out aniline point. So first of all, we'll need the aniline point apparatus. We'll clean it and dry it. Then we will deliver 10 ml of aniline and 10 ml of the dried sample into the test tube fitted with stirrer and thermometer. If the material is too viscous for volumetric transfer, we'll weigh the nearest 0.01 gram, a quantity of the sample corresponding to 10 ml at room temperature. Then we will center the thermometer in the test tube so that the immersion mark is at the liquid level, making sure that the thermometer bulb does not touch the side of the tube. Then we will center the test tube in the jacket tube. We'll stir the mixture rapidly using a 50 millimeter stroke. We will avoid the introduction of air bubbles. If the aniline sample mixture is not miscible at room temperature, we'll apply heat directly to the jacket tube so that the temperature rises at a rate of 1 to 3 degrees C per minute. And we'll do this by removing or reducing the heat source until complete miscibility is obtained. We will continue stirring and allow the mixture to cool at a rate of 0.5 to 1 degree C per minute. Then we will continue this cooling procedure at a temperature of 1 to 2 degrees C below the first appearance of turbidity. And then we will record as the aniline point the temperature at which the mixture suddenly becomes cloudy throughout this temperature. Here's a schematic diagram of aniline point apparatus. As you can see that all of the apparatus is enclosed in the jacket tube. The cogs, the test tube, the aniline point thermometer, all of it, which is directly heated. So here we have an observation table by that procedure. We'll have different samples like diesel, petrol, kerosene, jet fuel, biodiesel, different amounts of different amounts of volumes of the sample taken and the volume of the aniline taken are given below. And after completing this experiment, the aniline point observed or obtained is stored in this table. Now we'll see that how we can determine the diesel index. So determination of specific gravity bottle of diesel is the main go to it. We will clean and dry specific gravity bottle and determine weight of the empty bottle. Then we will fill the bottle with water and again weight it. Lastly, we will fill the bottle with diesel and weight it. In that case, we will determine the weight of diesel and water, and we will also be able to calculate the diesel index. Last but not the least, I'll mention some of the methods through which we can determine the octane number. First one is research octane number. It is the most common type of octane rating worldwide. RON is determined by running the fuel in a test engine with a variable compression ratio under controlled conditions and comparing the results with those for mixtures of isooctane and N-heptane. The compression ratio is varied during the test to challenge the fuel's anti-knocking tendency, as an increase in the compression ratio will increase the chances of knocking. Second one is motor octane number. So it is determined at 900 RPM engine speed instead of the 600 RPM, which is for RON. Motor octane number testing uses a similar test engine to that used in RON testing, but with the preheated fuel mixture, higher engine speed, and variable ignition timing to further stress the fuel's knock resistance. Now, depending upon the composition of the fuel, the motor octane number of a modern pump gasoline will be about 8 to 12 octane, lower than that of RON, but there is no direct link between RON and MON. Pumped gasoline specifications typically require both a minimum RON and a minimum MON. Lastly, we have the anti-knock index. In most countries in Europe, the headline octane rating shown on the pump is either the research octane number, but in Canada, the United States, Brazil, and some other countries, the headline number is the simple mean or average of the research octane number and the motor octane number, called the anti-knock index. So here's an observation table which is showing different samples octane number based on determination from these three methods. That's all from my side. Thank you.